See, now there's a red light on over here. Okay, new camera guy. We'll see how good he is. Leave comments. Okay, I got a fork stem here that I got to put a snap ring in it, and the Harley snap ring is different than the one that came on this thing that's missing. So I'm going to have to cut the groove 10 thou wider to put the Harley snap ring on the aftermarket stem. So take a close up of the tool here. So,
oh, I suck.
Oh, yeah, blowing it up. Let me see it. Quit blowing that damn thing up. Okay, so we have a grooving bit I made. I ground that down to fit for doing grooving, and it just happens just the one I need. So I'm going to go in here and I'll figure out where my groove's at. I got my dowel indicator here so I know where my offset's at, and I'm going to cut it 10 thou better, wider. Okay, so let's see where we're at. If for some reason the fork stem's going up and down, is it already bent? Okay, so I just cut the inside, so I didn't hit any surface yet, except when I'm bottomed out. Go bump that far down. So it looks like I'm at number 9 right here in my dial. Okay. Now I'm going to move we got to zero my indicator out here. I'm going to move it over 10 thou, then you've got 10. I know I'm cutting something, I don't know what. I'm going to go all the way down to 9. Right there. Okay. Now we measure it and see how much we got. I'm not measuring, I'm direct measuring it. The part don't fit in the hole. It pretty much means it's not wide enough. This doesn't tell me it's too wide or too narrow, it just tells me what it is. Should I turn that on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does that make a difference? Oh, is that how that works? So we got 71 this time, we had 73 the other time. You should be looking at it, but I can't see the face over there. 73. So we're 71 to 73. And this is a 78 or something. 75, 78. The problem is these are my worn out calipers, so this is probably 2 or 3 thou different than this side. So, whatever. I know by feel that right now it's not quite going the hole, but it's kind of thinking like maybe it should go into it, so I need at least 4 more thou. And this here tells me if I'm 73, I need to be 78, I need what, 5 more thou, right?
Yeah.
So the feel method and the measurement method is about the same. Imagine that. Okay, so I went 10 this way, now I'm going to go 3 or 4 the other way. I want some clearance, let's go 4. We'll cut 4. So there's 4 the other direction. Now I don't know if I'm even going to cut this groove, I might not even touch it. And the reason I cut the other side of the groove, I want to square it up so it's not doing this. I am barely touching it, so that's good. And all the way down. Okay, some of that's going more now, I'm sure. Okay, feels about the same. Okay, so now I'm going to cut another 4. So we're going to go to 8. And this time we're actually going to cut some metal out. A lot of stuff I do is just by feel and hearing. There's 9. Okay, now it's trying to go in the hole right now. It's not quite getting in there. Just thinking about it though. See how close it is? It's trying to go in.
Yeah.
These are not cut square, there's a little bit of a taper to them, that's what I'm seeing right now.
Because it's stamped?
Yeah. So I'm going to give it 2 more thou. So now we can go 10 the other direction. So now we're going 10 each way.
Well, both sides will be square
so that's
now.
20 thou wider than what the bit is. I didn't measure the bit, so. But that's what the groove is going to be. So we go down to our 9. There's 9. This one went 2 more. 2 more. Going in further, but it's still tight. Plug fit. So that means this thing would not move when it goes in a hole. the plug fit. So I don't want to have a press fit. I want to have a tight fit, but not a press fit. So I'm going to give it 2 more thou. I probably only need 1. I'm going to give it 2. Now I should go all the way in and not stay. So you got clearance now? See,
Yeah.
it's not sticking anymore.
Yeah.
And see, now we got clearance. It's like you're connecting around, you got that clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Now if I cut 1, it would probably have been perfect. But I want to make sure there's no issues with it when it goes in. There's no issues, it goes in. You know, because it might not use the same clip again.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's how we modified that. Then we took a, you know, $6,000 tooling, right? And no, you're not going to be able to do that with a file. Sure how good you are. Okay, so now that fits in there like it's supposed to. So we took care of that problem. Now we have a new problem. Watch where you're walking, you trip over your own junk. Okay, we got these fancy trees over here. Nobody knows which one's which or how it goes together. There's no instructions here. So, I'm assuming this is cut out for the snap ring. So the snap ring just fits in there, right? Kind of? Not really. So what we're going to wind up having to do is cut the snap ring, grind it so it fits in there when it's square.
Yeah.
Because when it's on the part, it doesn't fit on there. Because somebody didn't cut the hole big enough for this snap ring. It might have worked on their snap ring, but not this snap ring. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here and see what we got to do. His snap ring pliers because I can't find mine. Still missing from the move. Have to break down and buy a set pretty soon.
I'm sure there's a snap-on truck or something that runs by here.
Okay, see how that's not the right snap ring? See? It's wrong size.
Yeah.
See, this snap ring is a 16 too big. So the snap ring that we needed was smaller than what the Harley one was. And that's why it's so big. And that's probably why the thickness is more, because they'll probably progressively get smaller as they get thinner. Probably why it didn't fit. So now we have a center of what this is going to be. So see how the clip's in the way?
Yeah.
So what do you do about that? He said the clip was bent up before. Well, it probably was bent up because it didn't fit. So me, it doesn't fit. Where's the problem at? The problem is the clip's made wrong. So my first problem is I don't like the clip being loose floating around like that. But do I want to try to take his... He got that from Harley. I forget how much he said that thing cost. It's $3 or $4 for a clip. That ain't too cheap, is it? Do I take this clip and bend it smaller so it fits tighter, or do I just ignore it?
I wouldn't do either.
Ignore it? Okay, I like that theory. Because I don't have a spare. Clearance issue around here for some reason. What do you do about clearance issues? Move them. There's another problem though. The grinder I need back there. Now see, it's going to be a problem because I hit this, it's going to go like this.
Yeah.
So when I grind it, I'm going to have to grind it where it's going to stay kind of where I need to be. Okay, next problem is the grinder's back in here. Here, use it on my grinder. Yeah, came right out, no problem. Works good for everything. It's got the right grip. Does everything it's supposed to. You know what it doesn't do? It doesn't make air.
The air compressor does.
Need some air. Theoretically, if I push this direction, it won't rotate. But as soon as I put a little angle to the grind, it's going to rotate the clips. course, we know what that angle is going to be, right? Tricky, huh? Got lower. It's like basic. I'm going to have to grind the whole top of it off to make it work. It's going to make it really hard to get that off again.
It's almost like you need like the one that's on the holds the crank.
Different size, I checked. See if I slide it all the way over. Okay, that worked better when I went to see it. It's got that clearance right there. Let's put it all the way that way to help me. Now that got a lot better that way. But I still got to grind some of that off. Alright. Little radius chamfer there helps too on clearance. I think we got enough. Custom clip. I think that's close enough, it might work. But you know what I did wrong? Chamfer's on the wrong side. Good theory, didn't work. Oh well. It's the thought that mattered, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make it work this direction. I don't think I can do it this way because it's gonna want to go down. I don't have the angle of attack in this other direction.
No, I flip it.
See what that does to stone when you do that?
Yeah.
Spins it around.
You don't think like a bench grinder maybe or something just by
I don't
hand?
have access to my grinders buried back there right now. But yeah, bench grinder would help. Yeah. Well. Yeah, it's bad angling. There's no way of doing it by this. This method ain't gonna work on this one. All we can do is grind it thinner. Could try holding it too, but I don't want to do that. That could hurt. That might hurt a little bit. Put that up there for now. Okay, we have to live with it. Okay, the next problem is that some yo-yo powder coated the hole. It appears to be a problem. I don't know who would powder coat a hole. Hey, it's a nut.
Yeah.
Alright, the next problem is how do you get the powder coat out without disturbing the hole, because it's supposed to be a press fit.
Reamer maybe?
Gotta be careful with that reamer part. I'm sure it's a standard size, right?
Sure. Yeah, right.
We're gonna guess 1 inch. 997. Move this caliper back. .102, 103 here. And our press fit right here. It's 1 inch even. So theoretically we need something. We need about a 3-thou press, would be my guess. So now we gotta go find ourselves a reamer. So we need a 1-inch adjustable reamer. You got one of those in your back pocket?
Negative.
Or we gotta get a hone to hone that out. Or you do like he wanted to do, get a grinder, grind the piss out of it. I'm sure he's gonna make a nice round hole within a thou by doing that by hand, right?
Or a round file.
Yeah. Round tail file? Yeah, that would be better. Yeah. You all send the stem will just fall through. Yeah, that won't work very well. So we either try reaming it or we can try honing it. And my experience is honing will cut it nice and even all the way out. And it'll cut off center or whatever it wants to do. If you ream it, it might actually break away some of the thick material and get to the original hole without cutting it, if we're lucky. More likely, it's probably going to want to cut. So I'm going to go look for a reamer. I'll do that.